So let's say that you have one of these. Now this is obviously not a real dog, this is just for demonstration purposes. But let's say that you have one of these and you just got one of those. That's a brand new Tesla Model 3. And when you ordered the vehicle, you decided you're going to go with the white interior. But then when you actually get the vehicle, you realize, oops, this thing's going to destroy my seats. So what do? You have either one or two options. You can find seat covers that are kind of tacky, or you can get rid of this thing. We decided to go with not getting rid of that thing and get these. This is a 13-piece seat cover set that is specifically made for the Tesla Model 3. And what we're going to do today on BGEV is show you guys how to install these things. So let's jump into it. So we're going to start in the back of the Tesla Model 3 with the portion where you actually sit, and that'd be your butt portion. It's actually pretty easy. There is 2 plastic clips in the front of the seat itself, and then all we're going to do is just wiggle it out, lift it up, and I'll grab the seat cover and we'll put the bottom on. So on this kit, there's actually the bottom portion we're going to put in, like I said, and then there's actually these straps that go throughout the actual portion of the bottom seat. So we're going to line this thing up. So we got the bottom portion of the seat itself, and I apologize for the sweat because it's South Florida. We're doing this in the middle of the day, which probably wasn't so smart, but anyways. It actually fits decent. What we're actually gonna do is I'm gonna adjust this a little bit so it fits a little bit smoother on the corners. And then what we'll do is we'll feed these into and in between the bottom portion and the back portion, but we're gonna put the back portion on first so we aren't making more work for ourselves. So hang with me for a second. All right, next we're gonna work on the back portion of the seat. It looks pretty straightforward. Looks like it just slides over. And then on the back, you do the same thing with the Velcro tabs that we did on the side panels. And then what we're gonna do with these is actually connect these to the bottom portion that we first put in. But we wanted to wait on doing that until we did this. So let's see if we can get this guy to fit. All right, we're gonna start on the fronts next, work from the top down. The instructions actually say to try, once you slide the whole cover over, to try and actually thread these through. And it's actually quite a tedious task. So instead what we're gonna do is remove the top headrest, and inside, on here, there's a little clip. You pry these 2 little clips away, the whole headrest actually pops up, and the whole backrest actually slides down as well, so it makes life quite a bit easier. Alright, so the front has these clips again that we had in the back, which we weren't super duper happy with, but these actually make a little bit more sense, so we just push them in, let it flip up. Before we put the back panel on, this kit actually has the additional headrest covers, so we'll see how these ones fit. So it's pretty simple, they literally just slide right on. And they actually fit pretty good. Alright, so we actually took a little bit of a break because South Florida is extremely hot, so we decided to clean up a little bit and then finish up the front seats of the Tesla Model 3. And we're actually going to work on the bottom portion where you put your butt. Same kind of design as the rears. You got these straps that go along the back, and then there's one that goes from front to rear. And then the same disc kind of clip that was in the back is in the front, and also the same as the one on this back portion. This feeds into the back of the seat, and you can feel it pop up into place. So the last step is to adjust this, make sure that it fits good, and then what we're going to do is take the straps, tie them down, make sure they're out of the way of any mechanical stuff or electrical connectors, and tighten them up. Alright, so just a quick update. We actually just looked at the back seat bottom, the first portion that we put in, and these clips that hold it all together are still popping out. So that's one area of something that needs to be thought about a little bit more with these seat covers. These things are actually a giant pain in the rear to get placed correctly. So we're actually going to remove this bottom portion. I want to make sure that these clips are actually all in place, and we'll give you guys an update in a second. So what is my honest feedback and takeaway from the installation of the TAPTES'S Tesla Model 3 seat covers? The installation side, from a 1 to 10 scale, 10 being super difficult, I would actually put this probably right around a 6. The product actually does fit pretty good. The installation went pretty smooth, but I will say, as far as a couple areas, specifically with the clips in the rear, of actually figuring out a more secure way to put those clips in. I think that that's probably my constructive feedback when it comes to TAPTES'S. So there is value for money. I don't want anybody to think that there isn't, but it is a pretty good value for money, and now you can actually have the opportunity to put good seat covers in your Tesla Model 3. So if you guys wouldn't mind, make sure that you give us a thumbs up, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and then also if you have any comments or questions on this video or any of the other videos that we actually do, please make sure that you leave it below, and we are done.